Nithyanandam, a very welcome in the Nithyananda yoga class today. Please settle down on your mat. Come sitting in a cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. We start the class with the Satguru Vandanam, invoking Swamiji's presence. So place your hands in Namaskara in front of your heart. Take a deep breath. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Yanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tatvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. And then we continue internally chanting the Shiva Mula mantra 11 times. Om Ham Ham Shivaya Namaha. 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 And then we continue with the ritualistic cleansing. Take your Panchapatram and Udarini, a cup with water and a spoon. Now place your hands in Gokarna Mudra, the index finger bent and the palm open. Take an Udarini of water in your hand, and then we're going to sip it from the base of the hand along with the mantra Swada. Atma Tattvam Shauriyami Swada. Take another Udarini of water. Vidya Tattvam Shauriyami Swada. Take another Udarini of water. Shiva Tattvam Shauriyami Swada. And clench your hands. Now with the base of the thumb, we're wiping the lips twice from the right to the left along with the mantra. Om Hridayaya Namaha. And clench your hands. With the index finger, middle finger and ring finger, touch your upper lip, lower lip. Clench your hands. With the index finger and thumb together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. And the ring finger and thumb together, touch your right eye, right ear, left ear. Clench your hands. And with the little finger and thumb together, using the base of the hand, we touch the navel center, right chest, left chest. All the fingers together, touch the crown center, right shoulder, left shoulder, and the heart center. Now we clasp the hands together, rest them on the right thigh, and start with the Sankalpa mantra together, placing a strong seed of what we decide to manifest today. Take a deep breath. Om Mamopata Samasta Duritakshaya Dvara Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartam Cha Adya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhatito Purna Arogya Yukta Hridagatra Yogika Sharira Siddhyartam Paramashiva Shakti Avishkaranartam Nithyananda Yoga Bhyasam Karishe. Om Apavasprisha. And clench your hand the last time. Now place your Panchapatram somewhere safely on the side where you cannot accidentally tip it over or hurt yourself during the class. A short disclaimer, the instructions during the yoga class today are meant for educational purposes and general well-being. They're not meant as medical advice or medical treatment. So if you will have a condition or an injury, or if you're pregnant, then please consult your medical doctor before practicing yoga. And at all times for everybody, please listen to your body, practice within your capacity, and adjust the asanas where needed. I will be guiding you also through different variations. So with that, let's start with the first asana, sitting in a cross-legged position, placing the elbows on the thighs, the hands in the palms, resting on the interlace the fingers and rest the chin on the hand. Inhale deeply, visualize heat, flames rising up along the spine. Maintain awareness of the heat in the navel center and hold the breath as long as comfortable. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze at the tip of the nose. And throughout the asanas, we have the same japa rotating in the throat center. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. You don't need to chant this out loud. You keep it rotating in the throat center, internally chanting it. Visualize yourself in this posture being auspiciously blessed in Kshemasana.
Shemam yasmin bhaveddeha tat shemamas asana mukhyate.
And now in the same cross-legged position, keep your hands in your lap and gently bend forward from the hips, drawing the chin slowly toward the navel. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha and the Jalandhara Bandha, the chin to the chest. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, and maintain awareness in the navel center. Visualize a gentle unfolding and release of tension in the upper back, like a hump gracefully curving outwards. Gaze at the tip of the nose, Kubjasana.
Nabau simha nadam kumchayan esha kubjasanam tu.
Now slowly and smoothly roll your neck into a full circle. Stay seated in your legs cross-legged, your hands on your knees. Inhale deeply, visualize heat rising up along the spine. The Mula Bandha engaged, the pelvic floor contracted, gaze straight. Keep chanting internally. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize prana flowing freely through your neck, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Jaganya Charana Griva.
Anuloma vidatnabhyam charananga brahmo bhavet dashadha charana mukhya jaganyanya smrta budaihi.
And in the next asana, move your chin all the way from the chin to the chest, to your head backwards and back. Keep making this movement while inhaling deeply, visualizing heat, flames rising up along the spine. Maintain awareness of the heat in the navel center. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through your neck, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Jaganya Charana Griva.
Anuloma vidanabhyam charananga brahmo bhavet dashadha charana mukhya jaganyanya smrta budaihi.
And now place your fingers on your shoulders and rotate your arms, rotate your shoulders. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through your shoulder joints, ligaments, and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Jaganya Charana Skandha.
Anuloma Vidanabhyam Charananga Brahmo Bhavet Dashada Charana Mukhya Jaganyanya Smrita Buddhaihi.
And now in the same position, make your hands into fists and roll your wrists. Rotate gently. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, keeping the pelvic floor contracted, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through every joint, ligament, and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Jaganya Charana Mani Bandha.
Anuloma Vidanabhyam Charananga Brahmo Bhavet Dashada Charana Mukhya Jaganyanya Smrita Buddhaihi.
And in the next asana, take your wrists in your hand, massage them. Press with your fingers, your hands, your wrists. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight. And visualize the prana flowing freely through every joint. In Jaganya Charana Anjali Mula.
Anuloma Vidanabhyam Charananga Brahmo Bhavet Dashadha Charana Mukhya Jaganyanya Smrita Buddhaihi.
And in the same seated position, do the same on the other side. Take your other wrists and hand in your hand and gently press, massage it. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Visualize prana flowing freely through your wrist joint, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Karuna Samdi Grahana.
Bahucharana Mavuktam Charanagrahamev cha Padascha Samdigrahanam Karasam Dishtateva cha.
And now with one hand on the side of your hip, the other hand over your ear to the side. Make a nice bow, give a nice stretch on your right side of the body. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight. And visualize prana flowing freely through the side of the body, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness in Chandrasana.
Chandrai Leshata Shruno Tatvat Padachayam Kritva Sutalan Yonya Samstitam Chandrai Meva Katita Miti Tat Uvat Padmasanam Vat Viguna Padadhayam Kritveti Artaha.
And the same on the other side. Chandrasana Parshvantare.
Tachandrai Leshatashruno Tadvat Padachayam Kritva Sutalanyonya Samstitam Chandraim Eva Katitam Iti Tat Uvat Padmasanam Vat Dviguna Padachayam Kripeti Artaha.
And extend your legs in front of you. Now keep your hands alongside the hips and start moving your toes all the way away from the body and then getting them back and moving them towards the body, flexing. Keep doing this, opening up the ankles and feet. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Maintain awareness of the heat at the navel center. Keep the pelvic floor contracted. Gaze straight and visualize prana flowing freely through your feet. Jaganya Charana Anguli.
Anuloma vidhanabhyam charananga brahmo bhavet dashadha charana mukhya jaganyanya smrita buddhaihi.
And now rotate the ankles. Make both small and large rotations in each direction to warm up the ankle joints. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Keep the pelvic floor contracted and the gaze straight. And visualize prana flowing freely through your ankle joints. Jaganya Charana Gulpa.
Anuloma vidhanabhyam charananga brahmo bhavet dashadha charana mukhya jaganyanya smrita buddhaihi.
And now sit in a cross-legged position. Take your knees in your hand and massage gently your knees. While inhaling deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, maintaining awareness of the heat in the navel center, and hold the breath as long as comfortable. Keeping the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Gaze straight, visualize prana flowing freely through your knee joints, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Janu Samdri Digrahana.
Bahu charanamavuktam charanangrahanameva padascha samdigrahanam karasamdishtateva cha.
And clasp your ankle with both hands, gently squeezing and massaging the inner joint, applying as much pressure as comfortably. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, maintaining awareness of the heat, the digestive fire at the navel center, and hold the breath as long as comfortable. Keeping the pelvic floor contracted and the gaze straight, and continue internally chanting Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the Mahavakya. And visualize prana flowing freely through your ankle joints, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Gulpa Samdhi Grahana.
Bahu charaname avuktam charanagrahanam evacha padascha samdigrahanam karasamdi tata evacha.
Now clasp both of your feet with your hands and gently squeeze and massage the joints. Apply as much pressure as you can comfortably tolerate. Keep your eyes open and steady, gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within in the Shambhavi Mudra. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, maintaining awareness of the heat, the digestive fire at the navel center in the Samana Kumbhaka. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through your feet, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Pada Samdri Grahana.
Bahu charanamavuktam charanagrahamevacha padascha samdigrahanam karasamdishtateva cha.
Now extend your legs in front of you, cross your ankles, and then with the toes of one foot, you keep the lower foot flexed towards the body. So pull the hooked foot towards you and engage the front part of the shin. Keep the fingers interlaced between your thighs. Maintain length in your spine and avoid rounding your lower back. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Gaze straight and visualize yourself as a Nata yogi, forged through tapas, breath, and hatha discipline. Balanata asana.
Balanata asana.
And the same on the other side. Cross the ankles the other way around and flex your foot again towards the body. In Balanatana asana Parshvantare.
Balanata asana.
And now keep your feet next to each other. Bring your hands together in your groin region for grounding. Keep your spine tall and your core engaged. Avoid stress on your lower back and maintain an even posture, pressing through the sitting bones for stability. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Contract the pelvic floor in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize yourself as something shaped through repeated use rather than force. Worn smooth, functional, and steady. Karpati Asana.
Karpati Asana.
And now keep sitting with your legs extended straight in front of you, your spine tall. Simultaneously rotate your feet outward and inward. Engage ankle mobility. Press the backs of your hands together. Your fingers pointing downward and your elbows raised high. Rotate your hands to open the palms upward and then keep the wrists and hands in contact. Maintain steady pressure by pressing your hands against each other throughout the movement. Samana Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight. Visualize prana flowing freely through every joint, ligament and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Mridu Parivriti.
Katim prasarya nave hastangulin mridu bandhanam parivartayet.
And now hold your fists right side on each side of your body and inhale sharply, sweeping your arms straight up and open your chest and shoulders wide. Exhale powerfully, lowering your arms to chest height and pulling your elbows back. Inhale strongly, opening your fingers, toes, and shoulders as you widen your eyes. Exhale fully, contracting your body strongly and releasing tension on the next exhale. Inhaling deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, and visualize prana flowing freely through every joint, ligament, and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Shari Rashudi Pravaha.
Sharira Shuddhi Pravaha. Sharira Shuddhi Purvangam cha Panchendriyadvaranam marmastale niyojayet. Pada prasarana anguli vikasa sandhi bala samhatihi.
And now both feet at the perineum, one knee up, one knee resting on the ground. And then both hands, you shake your wrists and your fingers comfortably, releasing all tension. Inhaling deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, maintaining awareness of the heat, the digestive fire in the navel center, keeping the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Gaze straight and visualize prana flowing freely through your wrist joints, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness in Samrita Kutili Asana.
Samklista pada asanam trida bahu bandhanam sitilam.
And same on the other side. Bring your other knee up and shake your hands out. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. In the Samrita Kutil Asana Parshvantare.
Samklitta pada asanam drida bahu bandhanam sitilam.
And now stretch one leg in front of you, the other leg bring it with your hands towards your chest. Rotate the bent leg slowly and smoothly to loosen up the hip joint and increase mobility. Keep your shoulders relaxed away from the ears and your spine long throughout the movement. Inhale deeply, visualize heat rising up along the spine. Keep the pelvic floor contracted and gaze straight. Visualize prana flowing freely through your hip joints. In Urdhva Kati Pradana.
Sankuchita katim prishta urdhvam prerayet.
Now same asana on the other side. Nicely opening the hip joints. In Urdhva Kati Pradana Parshvantare.
Sankuchita katim prishtordhvam prerayet.
And now for the next asana, we come sitting on the knees with your spine tall and your knees hip width apart. Interlace your fingers and lift your arms overhead, keeping your elbows wide and active. Lean from side to side, allowing your torso to stretch while maintaining a straight spine. Keep the eyes open and steady, gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within. Continue the Samana Kumbhaka, visualizing heat while inhaling deeply. Mula Bandha engaged, the pelvic floor contracted, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through the sides of your body. In Gala Prana Yashaha.
Sputa stira mrudutaya shirsat galamarge pranarasam nikshipet.
Now start standing with your feet hip width apart, the spine straight for strong alignment. Lift your arms overhead and hold each position opposite elbow with your hands. Keep your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. The arms active without lifting your shoulders. Keep the eyes open and steady, gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Gaze straight and visualize prana flowing freely through the sides of your body. Shuddha Prana Pravaha.
Vayum shuddham pravesha dirgam balam dharayitva nigatayet.
Now place your hands on your shoulders. Start rotating your shoulders in both small and large circles, moving in each direction. Keep your core gently engaged and your upper body relaxed throughout the movement. Keep visualizing the heat while inhaling deeply. Visualizing prana flowing freely through your shoulder joints, ligaments and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Skanda Parivriti.
Purnam dirgam nabitaha pakvam matra kampanam.
Now keep standing with the feet hip width apart, the spine tall for balanced support. Place the hands on your hips and let them slowly rotate your upper body to one side, keeping the hips stable and facing forward. Engaging your core and lengthening your spine to maintain control during the twist.
Jaganya Charanam. Anuloma vidhanabhyam charananga brahmo bhavet. Dashadacharana mukhya jaganyanya smrita buddhaihi.
And now in the same position with your hands on your hips, start making wide circles with your hips. Come all the way to the front, to the back, to the sides. Keep your eyes open and steady, gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within. Inhale deeply, visualize heat rising up along the spine. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through your hip joints, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Jaganya Charana Kati.
Anuloma vidhanabhyam charananga brahmo bhavet. Dashadha charana mukhya jaganyanya smrita buddhaihi.
And now bring your knees together, your hands on your knees, and bend them. And now slowly Make rounds with your knees, warming them up. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, and maintain awareness of the heat in the navel center. The pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through your knee joints. In Jaganya Charana Janu.
Anuloma vidhanabhyam charananga brahmo bhavet dashada charana mukhya jaganyanya smrita buddhaihi.
Now stand on your right leg, your left leg from the ground, your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart. Engage your core gently to steady your hips and gaze forward for focus. Maintain even weight through the standing foot for stability. Inhale deeply, visualize heat rising up along the spine. Pelvic floor contracted, gaze straight, and visualize your foundation adorned with conscious grace. In Sringari Pava Asana.
Shringari Pava Asana.
And the same on the other side. Switch the feet. In Sringari Pava Asana Parshvantare.
Shringari Pava Asana.
And now stand tall. Your feet both grounded beneath you on the floor. Let your hands rest naturally by your sides. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen through your spine and lift gently through the crown of your head. Maintain steady breath and a calm balanced presence as you hold the posture. Inhale deeply, visualize heat rising up along the spine. Maintain the awareness of the heat in the navel center and hold the breath as long as comfortable. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize your big toes as two solid anchors gripping the earth, making your stance unmovable. In Sthirangusthasana.
Sthira Angushta Asana.
And now in the same posture, slowly rise onto the tips of your toes to engage your calves and feet, and then rotate intentionally into pronation onto the side of your heels, and next rotate into supination onto the insides of your feet and return onto your toes, repeating controlled foot movements. Make singular rotations clockwise and counterclockwise to increase overall foot mobility and strength. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine, and visualize prana flowing freely through your feet, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Vada Pada Janasana.
Kakshayopada Sandhischa Dharanam Katita Buddha Udaraskandayos Dharanam Varapadayoho.
Now place the feet wide, come into a 90-degree angles with both knees, pressing all the way to the sides, and then place your hands in fists on your thighs. Take a deep breath, gathering inner strength, and on the exhale, strike your arms firmly against your thighs with your fists, then follow by striking the sides of your torso, and then your arms using controlled voice, avoiding injury. Keep your core engaged and your shoulders relaxed. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Maintain the awareness of the heat in the navel center before you comfortably breathe out again. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through your feet, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Kutana Trayasana.
Bahu Tadayit Uru Parshvakam Chadikam Mushti Bahu Parshnibihi Bhumao Kuttanatraya Asanam Idam Trivida Tadanam Iti.
And now come sitting on your heels with your hands in fists in front of you. And then from your heels, push back up to a straightened position. And come back sitting on your heels and keep that movement going. Keep your eyes open and steady, gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Keep the Mula Bandha engaged in the pelvic floor contracted. Gaze straight and keep the japa rotating internally. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. In Punar Uttanasana.
पुनश्चैव तु जानुभ्यां तले हस्तविधारणं पुनरुत्थस्थविराति यथा शक्त्या समभ्यसेत्.
And now come into a kneeling position on your knees with your feet flat, your toes pointing backwards. Clasp your opposite elbows. Your knees are hip width apart. Now take a deep breath in, preparing your body, and exhale as you gently drop down to the kneeling position. Bring your hands to hold each opposite elbow in front of your chest as you gather inner power. And press that power downward through your knees into the ground. Keep your spine tall and your core engaged to maintain strength. Inhale deeply, visualizing heat rising up along the spine. Maintain awareness of the heat in the navel center. Keep the pelvic floor contracted, gaze straight, and visualize prana flowing freely through every joint, ligament, and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. In Balavat Janu Nipitatana.
बलवत् जानो निपातनः निश्वास्य बालवत् निपत्य बलं गृहीत्वा निघातयेत्.
And now start sitting down with one knee bent and one foot flat on the ground. With the knee raised, position the other leg bent backward, resting the foot behind you on the ground. And place your hand on each respective knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, gently twist your upper body towards the raised knee. Keep your hands steady on the knees to guide the twist. Maintain a tall spine throughout the movement. We perform here the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. That means inhale deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses and bringing your attention inward as you hold as long as comfortable. Exhale slowly and repeat. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Gaze at the tip of the nose and visualize a golden flame steadily burning at your navel, radiating strength and unwavering willpower. In Uddara
उदरा आसनम् इति एवं कथितं त्वरा सप्तदा चत्वारोऽत्र भवन्ति एव मह्यश्रमा गुणैर्युता.
And now same position on the other side. Switch the position of your legs. And upper body twisting towards the upright knee. Perform the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses. And visualize a golden flame steadily burning at your navel. In Uddara Karshanasana, Parshvantare.
उदर आसनम् इति एवं कथितं त्वरा सप्तदा चत्वारोऽत्र भवन्ति एव माह्यश्रमगुणैर्युता.
Now place both of the soles of your feet next to each other on the mat, both knees together up. And then one hand goes around the knee and one goes inside. And then interlace the fingers in Parusha Mudra. Continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply and hold the breath while withdrawing the senses. Bring your attention inward as you hold as long as comfortable. Exhale slowly and repeat. Pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Gaze at the tip of the nose and visualize the serpent force coiling calmly within you, gathering scattered energy toward the center without force. Nageshasana.
नागेशासना.
And we do the same asana on the other side. Nageshasana Parshvantare.
नागेशासना.
And then we bring the soles together. Let the knees come all the way down towards the mat. Place your hands on your knees and from your hips, on the exhale, bend forwards with your head towards your heels. Keep your sitting bones grounded, avoid forcing the stretch. Maintain a gentle connection through your hands and guide the forward fold. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhale deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses. Keeping the pelvic floor contracted, gaze downwards and visualize your body as a vessel that has released its rigid form. Bhagna Patra Asana.
Bhagna Patra Asana.
And now for the next asana, come sitting up, extend one leg, place the other leg on just above the knee on the opposite leg, the hands next to the hips on the mat for stability. Keep your extended leg active, flex the foot. As you lift your chest gently, maintaining length in your spine and stability in your hips. Continue inhaling deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses and bringing your attention inwards as you hold as long as comfortable in the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Then exhale slowly and repeat. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight and visualize yourself as a seasoned warrior who stays relaxed under pressure, hips steady, breath steady and mind steady. In Virasana Chatvari.
Virasana.
Now bring the knee of the extended leg up, your foot coming with it. Keep your hands on the floor. Keep your chest lifted as you lean slightly forward to stretch the side of the hip. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhale deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses and bring your attention inward as you hold as long as comfortable. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight and visualize the hip as the tight knot being patiently untied, not forced. Each breath loosening it, one clean layer at a time. Vamardha Padasana.
Vamardhapadasana.
And now in the next asana, take your foot towards your chest. The other foot, bring it in front of your perineum. Use your hands to lift and hold your foot firmly at the center of your chest. Keep your chest open and your shoulders relaxed. Maintain a steady grounded posture without collapsing the spine. Continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Keep the Mula Bandha engaged. Gaze at the tip of the nose and visualize a radiant warm bridge of energy connecting your heart center to your knee, symbolizing the union of love and grounded stability. In Rijanusam Yogasana.
Ekasya parshve urasi janum nidaya anyatra gulpam stapayitva hastena dharayet rijasuna samyogasanam idam hridaya janumelanam.
And now exhale, extend one leg again. Bring the other foot on the ground with your knee up. Bring your palms together in front of your chest in Namaskara Mudra. Keep your extended leg active by pressing through the heel and maintaining length in the spine simultaneously. Engage your core gently to support your posture. Continue with the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply, holding your breath while withdrawing your senses. The pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Gaze straight and visualize yourself as seated as the grain after husking, stripped of all but what is necessary and true. In Tusakai Asana.
Tushakai asana.
Now retain the same position and bring the armpit over the knee, both hands on the floor. Coming with the upper body in a nice sideward twist. Keep your eyes open and steady. Gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within, continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha. Gaze at the side and visualize your spine like a tall, flexible rope being wrung out from the center. All tension and heaviness squeezed free without strain. Vakrasana 2.
Vakra Asana.
Now place your foot over your thigh and remain in a sideward twist. Twisting the upper body, opening the chest towards the back, keeping the spine tall and the movements controlled. Continue with the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses. The pelvic floor contracted, gaze at the side and visualize yourself as Machandra, the great yogi and lord of the fishes, seated in serene mastery and inner balance. Viparita Ardha Machandrasana.
Vipari Ardhamachendra Sanam Nama Padamekam Urdhvam Kritva Aparam Januni Nyasya Parshve Siro Niveshayet.
Now keep one leg extended, place your other foot up on your thigh and your arm crossed around the back, taking the big toe in Prana Mudra, the index finger and middle finger around your toes, closing it with your thumb. And with the other hand, you reach towards the extended foot. Keep your eyes open and steady, gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within. Continue with the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Keep the Mula Bandha engaged, gaze at the side, and visualize your luminous conch shell spiraling inward at your heart. In Shankahasana Purvanga.
Padam Prasarya Param Kunchyat Yitva Dakshina Hastan Nate Purayet Rechakena Pashe Parinamya Padatalam Grihnayat Punapurake Vamahastam Prasarya Padam Dhirgayet Niyata Kumbhakena Dakshina Skandam Prishtato Nayan Shankavat Vartayet.
And now we remain in the same posture and switch the gaze towards the third eye. So gaze up at the third eye. Continue visualizing a luminous conch shell spiraling inward at your heart, its pearly form radiating purity and divine light in Shankahasana.
Padaikam prasaritya anyam kunchitva dakshina hasto nato purayet rechakena pashe parinamya padatalam grihnayat punapurake vamahastam prasarya padam dirgayet niyata kumbhakena dakshina skandam prasarya shankavat parshvato vartayet.
And now bring your foot at your perineum on the mat, the knee on the ground, the fingers interlaced in Parusha Mudra in front of the navel center. Keep the spine tall, the chest upright, and the shoulders away from the ears, while we continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses. Keeping the pelvic floor contracted in a Mula Bandha, gaze at the tip of the nose and visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. See a golden light flushing away stagnant energy, lubricating and strengthening each connection. In Vamasiddhasana.
Vamasiddhasana.
And now we reach with both hands towards the foot, opening the body up towards the side. Lengthening through your spine, keep your twist controlled and your breath steady as you deepen the stretch while maintaining balance and stability. Continuing the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, gazing upwards and visualize a luminous conch shell spiraling inward at your heart. Sankhya Uttaranga.
Ubau bahu parivartya prasaritam padam prasarayet prasarita parshva niyate bandena vrittim kritva shaktim pravartayet.
And extend both feet in front, toes pointing upwards. Bring your hands to your belly and interlace your fingers in the Parusha Mudra with the elbows relaxed down. Keep your spine elongated and avoid arching your back as you gaze forward. And continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply, holding your breath while withdrawing the senses. Keep the pelvic floor contracted and gaze at the tip of the nose. Visualize yourself as a strong wooden staff, solid, durable, and unbreakable in Dandasana Dve.
Tanda pasham cha sahajam bandapindam mayurakam ekapadam cha sanmayuramihochate.
And now place your foot onto your other knee, one foot extended. Place your hands next to your hips. Then we're performing Virasana Chatvari Parshvantare on the other side while visualizing yourself building mastery through consistency. Inhale and feel Virya, inner strength, rising up the spine as a steady confidence. Exhale and let the hip release what it's been holding layer by layer. In Virasana Chatvari.
Virasana.
And now bring the knee of the extended leg up, taking the foot along. The hands remain on the sides of the body, on the ground. Keep your chest lifted as you lean slightly forward to stretch the side of the hip, maintaining steady breath and stable base through your hands and grounded foot. Continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, keeping the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight. Internally keep chanting Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. And visualize the side hip as a congested pocket being cleared. Space returning, pressure leaving, circulation improving. Dakshinarada Padasana.
Dakshina Ardha Padasana.
And now bring your foot towards your chest with your hands, your other foot bended, the knee bended, the foot in front of the perineum. Keep your spine tall, the shoulders away from the ears. Continue with the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses. Keeping the Mula Bandha engaged, the pelvic floor contracted. Gaze at the tip of the nose. Visualize a radiant, warm bridge of energy connecting your heart center with your bent knee. Rijanusanam Yogasana.
Ekasya pashe urasi janum nidaya anyatra kulpam stapayitva hastena dharayet vijasanam yogasanam idam hridaya janumelanam.
Now extend your leg again. Bring your other foot on the ground with your knee up. The hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart while we continue Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Inhaling deeply while withdrawing the senses. Gaze straight, keep the pelvic floor contracted and visualize yourself seated as a grain after husking. Outer effort falling away to leave only what is necessary and true. In Tusakai Asana.
Tusake asana.
Now we bring the armpit over the knee, bend both hands on the mat, bringing the upper body into a nice twist, lengthening your spine, gazing back beyond your left shoulder. Keep the Pratyahara Kumbhaka going, inhaling deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses, and visualize the wringing out of a wet cloth, being your spine, stagnation and mental heaviness squeezed out, clarity left behind. In Vakrasana Dve.
Vakrasana.
Now place your foot over your thigh. Remain in the sideward stretch with the upper body. Continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha engaged. Visualize yourself as Matchandra, the great yogi and lord of the fishes, seated in serene mastery of inner balance. Viparita Ardha Machandrasana.
विपरीतर्धमच्छेन्द्रासनं नाम पादमेकम् ऊर्ध्वं कृत्वा अपरं जानुनीन्यस्य पार्श्वे शिरो निवेशयेत्.
Now bring your foot on your upper thigh. Cross your arm behind your back and take your big toe in Prana Mudra, the index finger and middle finger around your toe, closing it with your thumb, and then bend forward with your other hand. Keep your extended foot. Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Gaze to the side and visualize the luminous conch shell spiraling inward at your heart. In Shankyahasana Purvanga.
पादं प्रसार्य परं कुञ्चयित्वा दक्षिणहस्तोन्नते पूरयेत्. रेचकेन पार्श्वे परिणाम्य पादतलं गृह्णीयात्. पुनः पूरके वामहस्तं प्रसार्य पादं दीर्घयेत्. नियतकुम्भकेन दक्षिणस्कन्दं पृष्ठतो नयेन् सङ्कवद्वर्तयेत्.
Now extend both your legs and bring your hands all the way to your feet, opening your body to the side, gazing upwards. In Shankyahasana.
पदैकं प्रासरित्य अन्यं कुञ्चयित्वा दक्षिणहस्तोन्नतौ पूरयेत्. रेचकेन पार्श्वे परिणाम्य पादतलं गृह्णीयात्. पुनर्पूरके वामहस्तं प्रसार्य पादं दीर्घयेत्. नियतकुम्भकेन दक्षिणस्कन्दं प्रसार्य शङ्खवत् पार्श्वतो वर्तयेत्.
Now leave one foot extended, bring the other foot in front of your perineum, your knee on the ground. Your hands, fingers interlaced in Parusha Mudra in front of the navel center. Keep your spine tall, your chest upright, your shoulders away from the ears. Continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply, holding your breath while withdrawing the senses. Mula Bandha engaged with the pelvic floor contracted and gaze at the tip of your nose. Visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness in Dakshina Siddhasana.
Dakshina Siddhasana.
And now extend your legs out and bend with your hands all the way towards your toes, stretching and opening your upper body towards the side. Gaze underneath your arm upwards. Continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha engaged. Gaze upwards, visualizing a luminous conch shell spiraling inward at your heart center. In Shankyahasana Uttaranga.
Ubau bahu parivartya prasaritam padam prasarayet. Prasarita parshve niyata bandena vritim kritva shaktim pravartayet.
And bring the soles of the feet together. Keep your spine long as you inhale, holding the feet gently with your hands. As you exhale, lean forward and down from your hips, allowing your chest to reach forward toward the ground. Lower the forehead towards your feet to deepen the stretch, and keep your legs a little extended, engaged, but avoid locking your knees. Sahaja Kumbhaka, we perform in this asana, inhaling deeply through the nose, holding the breath comfortably, and release through the nose again. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha and visualize yourself as the head of a majestic hooded serpent. As your awareness deepens, its hood spread wide behind your head like a crown of radiant protection. In Pana Guptanasanam.
Vijasanam api atra kukutasanamuttamam panaguptasanam chaiva garudasanameva cha.
Remain in the same position. Stretch your hands all the way out in front of you. Visualize your body meeting the earth with complete acceptance. Inhale deeply through the nose. Hold the breath comfortably and release through the nose again in Avagata Asana.
Avagata asana.
Now keep your feet into your hands. Lift and pull your legs upward to your head, keeping your knees bent outwards. Hold the position with a gentle hug to deepen the stretch. Maintain a tall spine and avoid rounding your lower back. Engage your core lightly for stability. Inhale deeply through the nose. Hold the breath comfortably and release through the nose again. The pelvic floor contracted. In the Mula Bandha, gaze at the tip of your nose and visualize yourself in the space of sheer joy. Guni Harsha Asana.
Guni harsha asana.
Now keep your soles together and your hands around your feet. Lift and pull your legs up towards your head, keeping your knees bent sideways. Hold the position while gently hug to deepen the stretch. Shambhavi Mudra. Keep the eyes open and steady gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling deeply. Visualize yourself as the unmoving center. The body gathers inward, yet nothing within you wavers. Achaleshvara Asana.
Achaleshvara.
And now place your arms underneath your legs, keeping your hands together, bringing them towards your chest, allowing the knees to gently open out to the sides in a butterfly. Inhale deeply through the nose, hold the breath comfortably and release through the nose again. Keep the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, and visualize a glowing full moon cradled within the sanctuary of your inner womb space. Chandra Garbhasana.
Parshvayodvau karau nyasya shanai padau rojaset nimilita akshasvasha marutam chandranadyam chalayet.
And in the next asana, we bring the feet all the way up overhead. Press the soles of your feet close. Allow your knees to open to the side, keeping the spine straight. Inhale deeply through the nose, hold the breath comfortably and release through the nose again. Keep the pelvic floor contracted and visualize yourself as a luminous embryo cradled within the cosmic womb. In Garbhasana.
Garbhasanam nama padau shirasi samstapya hastau choru yugme badva nabim drishtim cha dharayan garbhavatishtet.
And now stretch your feet all the way upwards as far as you can, straightening them out, holding them with your hands. Continuing the Sahaja Kumbhaka, inhale deeply through the nose, hold the breath comfortably and release through the nose again. And visualize a radiant jewel deep within your core, flawless and self-luminous, radiating light in all directions. In Ratnamasana Purvanga.
Gulpayukme bhujavestya karamudram samunnayet mudni stapya karo kramopetya vyayamam samacharet.
And keep your feet stretched out over your head. Elongating your spine, keeping your shoulders away from the ears. Visualizing a radiant jewel deep within your core, flawless and self-luminous, radiating light in all directions. In Ratnamasana.
चक्रग्रन्थे पादतले सममेव संयोज्य निश्वसवेगेन गुल्पौ शिरोरन्ध्रे समुक्षिपेत् कुम्भकाले कायं संस्थाभ्य शून्यकबन्धं रत्नाकरं स्थितिम् अस्ताय निश्चलं धारयेत्.
And now keep your legs close to your ears. Firmly draw your big toes towards your ears, creating a deep stretch and secure hold. And with this position, inhale deeply through the nose, hold the breath comfortably and release through the nose again. Keep the pelvic floor contracted. Gaze at the tip of your nose and visualize a radiant jewel deep within your core, flawless and self-luminous, radiating light in all directions. In Ratnamasana Uttaranga.
चानुपृष्ठौ कर्णकोणे नीत्वा पादङ्गुष्ठयुग्मं धृतं शून्यकाकुम्भकं कृत्वा श्वासस्य सप्तधा प्रयोजयेत्.
And relax your feet onto the mat, keeping the soles of the feet together. Bend the knees out wide onto the ground if possible. Elongate your spine. Place your hands on the respective knees and relax. Engage your core gently to support the posture. Maintain an even pressure through your sitting bones for stability. Keep your eyes open and steady, gazing outward while awareness rests deeply within. Inhale and exhale deeply through the nose, keeping the pelvic floor contracted and gaze straight. Visualize yourself seated in effortless calm, hips open and resting wide on the earth. Sanandana Asana.
Sanandana Asana.
Now cross your arms in front of you. Take the opposite ankles into your hands. Keep inhaling deeply through your nose. Be in a quiet clarity, grounded with attention turned inward. Nagarjunasana.
Nagarjunasana.
And now bring one leg in front of the other, the heel touching the toe. Both arms crossed, taking the opposite heels in your hands. Inhaling and exhaling deeply through the nose. Keep the pelvic floor contracted, gaze at the tip of the nose and visualize yourself seated within a quiet clearing of the forest. Vanakandi Asana.
Vanakandi Asana.
And now in the next asana, watch closely. Take the foot up into your elbow. Now bring your other leg over your first leg and then place take the foot into your hand and place your other hand at your neck, balancing on your sitting bones, inhaling and exhaling deeply through the nose. Visualize aligning with your original innate state in Prakati Pavasana.
Prakriti Pava Asana.
And do the same, lower the legs down. Then we do the previous asana on the other side, bringing the feet in front of each other, the heel touching the toes, and cross the arms, taking the opposite heels in your hands. Inhale deeply through the nose, hold the breath comfortably, and release through the nose again. Keeping the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze at the tip of the nose and visualize your joint feet as the singular root of existence from which dualities, energy, and emerge and separate. In Vanakandi Asana.
Vanakandi Asana.
And now bring your foot into your elbow, the other foot over your first leg, and then take the foot into your hands and bring the other hand into your neck while continuing keeping the Mula Bandha engaged and inhaling and exhaling deeply through the nose. In Prakati Pavasana.
Prakatipava asana.
And then bring your legs in Padmasana, placing the feet onto the opposite thighs, bringing the hands in your lap, palms in each other, the thumbs pointing together. The Kriti Shrestha Kumbhaka. Inhale with force. Draw the breath upward from the navel and bring it to the region of the heart. And then perform the Uddiyana and the Jalandhara Bandha. Keeping the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha. Then the abdomen inward and up towards the spine in the Uddiyana Bandha. Tuck the chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. This is called the Mahamudra Bandha, all the three energy locks engaged. Visualize a brilliant golden light filling your inner space in Brahman Adi Varnasana.
Brahmana Divarnasanam Nama Padma Sanasto Hasto Brahmagantim Bhatva Mudni Chado Mukham Kritva Dhyayet Brahmavarnam.
And now sit in a normal cross-legged position, bringing your hands in front of the navel, the fingers interlaced in Parusha Mudra. Continue the Kriti Shestra Kumbhaka. Inhale with force. Draw the breath upward from the navel and bring it to the region of the heart. Keep all the three bandhas engaged, the pelvic floor contracted, the abdomen inward and up, and the chin towards the chest. Continue internally chanting Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize a deep pride arising within you, not from ego, but from your sacred connection to Shiva, made real through the grace of Guru. Garvasana.
Padmasanam samstaya hasta vakshasi samstito garva vista iva stistet garvasanam idam smritam.
Bring your feet into Padmasana, the feet onto the opposite thighs, the hands outside the hips on the floor. Keep your fingers relaxed and the palms flat against the floor of the mat for gentle support. Maintain even steady breathing as you hold this posture, keeping your chest open and your gaze soft. Visualize yourself seated at the center of a radiant swastika, each arm extending to the four directions in perfect balance. Swastikasana Pancha.
Sastikasanam pratamam hi gambirasamanam krimishanam kukarma jnanam danam karshati hika paschimatanam.
And now from a Padmasana position, we come bending all the way forward with the forehead to the head floor and the fingers stretched out behind us, the palms facing upwards.
Okay. Karani chitranamasi yoga mudram vidhunanam.
And now clasp with one hand your opposite elbow behind the back and place your other hand in front of your navel. Like this, bend forward from Padmasana position with your forehead to the ground. Inhale deeply, hold your breath while withdrawing your senses. Bring your attention inwards as you hold as long as comfortable. Exhale slowly and repeat. Keep the Jalandhara Bandha engaged and the Mula Bandha, the chin to the chest and the pelvic floor contracted. Gaze straight, visualize your body dissolving into pure space, every boundary fading into vastness around you. In Rirasanam.
Rira asanam tu vigneyam kakshasanam ataparam grivasanam cha paramam bhujasanam iha uchyate.
And then for the next asana, come up with the upper body, lean the elbows on the thighs and bring the fingertips towards the chest, leaning forward from the hips. Continuing the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, withdrawing the senses while inhaling deeply, keeping the pelvic floor contracted in the Mula Bandha, gaze straight, internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize yourself as a large turtle resting within the still depths of the ocean. Kurmasana Trini.
Dandapasham cha sahajam bandapindam mayurakam ekapadam mayuram cha sanmayuram ihuchyate.
And now we do Rirasana on the other side, meaning take the arm behind the back, taking the opposite elbow in your hands and placing your hand on your navel center, bending forward, bringing your forehead to the ground. Continuing the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply while withdrawing the senses, keeping the Mula Bandha and Jalandhara Bandha engaged. Rirasanam.
Rirasanam tu vigneyam kakshasanam ataparam grivasanam cha paramam bhujasanam iha uchyate.
And come up again. Now cross your arms in front of your body, taking the opposite big toes in Prana Mudra, the index finger and middle finger around your toe and closing it with your thumb. Continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka and visualize the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, seated upon a golden throne, radiating boundless light in Karmakasana Chatvari.
Padmasanam samastaya purato griyapadayoho dakshinam dakshinenaiva vamam vamena panina idam karmakasanam shat ita ityahur asana ko vidaha.
And let go of your toes. Bring your legs all the way stretched out wide. As wide as you can, your feet towards the side. Your hands in front of you on the ground. Perform the Rejaka Kumbhaka. Exhale fully and hold the breath out while remaining steady and aware. The pelvic floor contracted and visualize yourself as Palmyra tree, standing tall and resilient. In Tipa Karasana.
Asana kauguna shariraka saujayi.
And now we do the sideward split. So bring your body with one leg in front of you and one leg back. The backwards leg, stretch the toes all the way out behind you. And come sitting up as straight as you can. Your legs opening as far as you can. but mind yourself not to overstretch. If you can keep your legs all the way stretched out and your perineum to the floor, then sit up straight with one hand behind you and one hand in front, both resting on your thighs. Continue the Rechaka Kumbhaka, exhaling fully, holding the breath out while remaining steady and aware. And visualize yourself as Lord Virabhadra, fierce and purposeful in Parasana.
Para asana kauguna asana kauguna chorasi chorasi vayu jayi pavana sarala bahai para asana kauguna gatiya vayu jayi.
And now place both of your hands inside on your mat, your fingers placing backwards towards your body, and then bend your elbows, bring your stomach onto your elbows, and while maintaining the split, balance the whole body onto your elbows. If you can, with both feet off the ground. If you not there yet, then see if you can get one foot up or just stretch out your legs as much as possible. Perform the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Exhale fully, hold the breath out while remaining steady and aware. And visualize Swamiji anchoring your consciousness in Pinda Mayurasana.
अथ पिण्डमयूरासनम् एकं पादं मयूराग्रे प्रसार्य एकमायूरवत् इदं पिण्डमयूराख्यं सर्वव्याधिविनाशकम्.
And the same position on the other side. So bring your other leg in front. Stretch your legs open as wide as possible. And bring your hands on your thighs, one on each side. Exhale fully, holding the breath out while remaining steady and aware. Visualize yourself as a triangle, stable and balanced in Parasana.
Para asana kaugana chorasi vayu jai pavana sarala bahai para asana kaugana gatiya vayu jai.
And bring both of your hands inside your leg, placing the fingers backwards towards the body, bending your elbows, bringing your stomach onto your elbows, and balance your whole body with your legs stretched out in a split on your elbows in Pinda Mayurasana.
अथ पिण्डमयूरासनम् एकं पादं मयूराग्रे प्रसार्य एकमयूरवत् इदं पिण्डमयूराख्यं सर्वव्याधिविनाशकम्.
And now bring your legs back into sideways position, stretched out. So each leg to the side, your sitting bones on the mat, your hands in front of the body on the mat. Now gaze up to the third eye. Exhale fully and hold the breath out while remaining steady and aware. And visualize bliss oozing from every fiber of your being as you extend beyond your current limits in Parasitra Asana.
पादद्वयं प्रसार्य आत्मसुमुखं सुप्रसरितम्.
Now bring your hands in the same position in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart. Continue the Rechaka Kumbhaka, exhaling fully and holding the breath out while remaining steady and aware. And visualize yourself with extended feet reaching effortlessly forward with precision and control. Uttana Padasana.
वसिष्ठम् अथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुकुटमेव च अष्टवक्रम् अथ उत्तनं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्.
And reach with your hands towards your feet And your chin downwards. If you can and you're that flexible, then place your chin all the way on the mat while keeping your legs stretched out to the sides. Exhale fully and hold the breath out while remaining steady and aware. Visualize yourself seated in wide openness, awareness stretching to embrace all directions in Upavishta Konasana.
सप्तचक्रशालनाय वृक्षासनविशेषकान् ज्ञानेन्द्रियाय कोनभेदान् समाभ्यसेत्.
Now bring your legs together, extended in front of you. And now we're gonna cross the arms and take the opposite toes in Prana Mudra, the middle and index finger around the toes. And now you're gonna bring the one leg all the way towards the ear. That is the leg where your hand is beneath. Bring your toe towards your opposite ear while continuing the Brahmacharya Kumbhaka, withdrawing the centers inward while inhaling deeply. Pelvic floor contracted, gaze straight. Visualize yourself as a bow, coiled with tension yet perfectly aligned in Dhanurasana Trini.
पादङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि धनुराकर्षणं कृत्वा धनुरासनमुच्यते.
And rest your foot on your opposite thigh. Bring your upper body straight up. The hands together in your lap, the thumbs together pointing upwards. Inhale deeply, hold the breath while withdrawing the senses in the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. And visualize yourself in heroic steadiness, sitting with dignity and calm focus in Virasana Chatvari.
द्विगुणं पतितं पादं वामं दक्षिणत उत्थितं कृत्वा अन्योन्यतलस्थं तु वीरपत्तम् अत उच्यते.
Now take your foot up from your opposite thigh into your neck. Or if you don't reach all that way, bring your knee over your shoulder and your hands in Anjani Mudra in front of the heart. Continue the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply while withdrawing the senses. And visualize yourself balanced, rooted on one leg, yet poised for movement in Ekapadasana Dve.
एकपादम् अतो कन्ते उत्थाप्य एकं च दण्डवत् करौ सम्पुटितौ कृत्वा एकपादं तदुच्यते.
And while remaining your leg behind your head or your knee over your shoulder, wherever you are, your extended leg, bend it and bring it in front of your perineum. The knee bends, the hands stay in Namaskara Mudra. Continue with the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply and holding your breath while withdrawing the senses and gazing up at the third eye. Visualize yourself inverted, balancing on one foot with serene awareness. Vamapada Shirsasana.
बेसिन बमने पागमात उपर लावी दाकना पचाल्य भगा भाग पर चंदा वावा निहत जोधिने स्थिति करवी ते द्विपाद शीर्षासना कहे वायचे.
And now, while remaining the foot behind the neck, we're gonna do Mayurasana. So we're gonna place the fingers onto or the hands onto the mat with the fingers pointing towards the body, and then leaning onto the elbows, stretching one leg all the way out behind you, while the other leg remains behind your head, or the knee over the shoulder, wherever you are. Practice within your own limits and do it authentically. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhale deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses. Gaze straight and visualize yourself as a peacock balanced on one foot. Ekapada Mayurasana.
Harati sakala rogan ashugulmodaratin abhibhavati cha doshan asanam Sri Mayuram.
And now come laying down on your back, still remaining your feet behind your neck if you can, or the knee over the shoulder, and lie all the way down. One hand hold your foot, and one hand stretch out alongside the body. Maintain the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply, holding the breath while withdrawing the senses. And visualize yourself as a cosmic Trivikrama triangle, with angle rooted in the earth and another reaching towards the heavens, and the third angle piercing through your very soul. In Supta Trivikramasana.
Uttana kurma pitam cha simham garuda eva cha vatayam yanam gomukam cha bharadvajam trivikramam.
And with that, we come to the last posture of the sequence where we extend out the legs, extend arms alongside the body, the palms facing upwards. Keep internally chanting Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, while visualizing your body as dead, lifeless, while the supreme point of Hinduism liberates your soul. Feel detachment, transcendence, and the dissolution of mortal limitations, embodying freedom, liberation, and the internal presence of the divine consciousness in Shavasana Dve.
अत चित्तविश्रान्तौ शवासनम् उत्तनमूर्ध्वशयनं विदाय प्रसार्य पदौ करसम्पूतं हृदि नसाग्रे आदय दृशं स्मरन् शिवं पृष्ठोतिथि यन्त्र शवासनं हि तत्.
And slowly move the toes and the fingers. Feel all the life energy gushing back into the body. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. And bring your knees one by one to the chest. Hugging your arms around your knees and rolling over your spine from side to side, massaging the body before we come back up into a seated position. Now give yourself a round of applause, performing 100 asanas today. Thank you very much for joining the Nithyananda Yoga class, giving yourself this gift of the Nithyananda Yoga. You're very much invited to keep joining us every single day to perform each next 100 asanas, exploring all 1008 of the Sakala Vinyasa Krama over 10 days. And we also invite you to join later today, 5:30 East Africa time, for the live satsang. Swamiji will be coming, addressing us with powerful cognitions and new revelations from Kailasa, giving us darshan. And if you want to experience that for 30 days in a row, being completely in Swamiji's presence and learning so much about yourself, doing yoga every day, then you are very much invited to join in the Paramashiva Sena program. It is free of cost. You only take care of your own traveling towards and your accommodation. So if you want to know more about that, then please place your comments and questions in the comments under the live section so that we can get in touch with you. So with that, let's end the sequence for today, bringing our hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart. And then we end together with the Purna Mantra. Take a deep breath. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Let's take a moment to express our gratitude by bowing down to Swamiji. Wishing you a wonderful day and hope to see you in the satsang later today and the Nithyananda yoga class back tomorrow. Nithyanandam.